Hello, welcome back. Last time I got past the room that just threw the biggest wrench into my works, and I kind of want to go back there and try it one more time, just to test my theory that after a day I'd be able to do it real quickly. I'm going to give myself a 5-minute time budget max to try this out. Just to see what happens. Still gotta actually get back in there, but now that I understand how things work. Alright, 5 minutes on my own just to try this and see if it just happens to go perfectly. Alright, so in 5 minutes I managed to get as far as touching that sequence of 4 or 5 jumps once. So, no, this problem has not solved itself. Alright, I'm out of here. That's fine. Let's do a real room. Okay, so, what's happening in here? First of all, where am I going? Probably right side. There's also like lower... There's upper and lower right sides, and I don't know why. There's at least one real strawberry somewhere in here, I know. There's a big Kevin down there I probably need to interact with. In what way, I am not sure. I mean, well, bopping into the right, probably. But like... Okay, so if I'm going over to the right... I guess that's just a reverse wave dash there, unless I'm going to be riding this guy, which I'm not because those spikes come out too quick. He will be somewhere over in this area though, because he has to smash that for me. This is almost an ultra setup, but with those thorns in between, I cannot use it as one. Touch switches are doing something inscrutable. This one slides down. That one slides right, that one slides up. Why though? I don't know. Okay. So, alright, so bop that Kevin at some point. Where am I coming from when I do that? I'm trying to parse this backwards. I guess I could try forward, but I don't know what I need. Alright, so pass through that obstacle, probably just with a regular wave dash and dash. Then I'm there. Let's assume I dash up, left, down, right. So to collect that, then move on. After that point, if I'm interacting with anything down here, this would be the time to do it. There is a touch switch there. Looks like there's a little 1 pixel gap that or pixel perfect gap that I could theoretically get into. Instead, I probably want to do something with Kevin. What that something is unclear. There's ice there? Alright, let's just try and interact with this part of the room and see if I can make any sense of it. You start me there. Okay. What do I want to do with that little bit of land? I could do like a truncated wave dash on it, I suppose. Sort of. No, I think that's a short little hyper. Like I put my feet down, I do a hyper, very short, and get down to there, and I like slide to the right and jump. I assume a springboard on Kevin will activate him, because otherwise I'd have to do something. That'll remove this vertical barrier so I can get to where the switches dash into Kevin. Or rather his springboard that's coming toward me. And then that'll get me in range of this flower again. Then a dash up, convert it to a wave dash. Dash up. Still have a dash. Go left in here to bop that guy. I have no idea what happens after that. Okay. Well, that's the start, maybe. Yeah, that's gonna be a tight, thorny space. So if I'm trying to... Let's ignore that for a moment. It's not really comfortable to. It's part of the route, so let's do it. Like, that puts me in a place where I can't put my feet down. Is that an air super? I don't really want it to be. Ah, but there's ice. Okay, so if I would dash down right and then neutral jump, would that do what I wanted it to? Can I even do that? I don't see why not. Okay. Then I hyper after that? Maybe just dash down right? Whoa, I did not mean to do that. Oops. I'm still trying to hyper. No, just try to dash down right and straight off the platform. Just see where that puts you. No, don't hyper. Just dash down right. Don't press the jump button. No jump button, just dash. I could make that work. It's not the most comfortable, but it could happen. If I could get that wall jump in there. I did. There are thorns to hit there, though. And see, I feel like I'm gonna have a problem downstream of that, but let's find out if that's true. Well, someday. Okay. Aiming that wall jump is a bit of a thing. I don't even know if that's what's being requested here. Ah. The things that are giving me the most trouble lately are just little tight diagonal gaps through thorns and things. Just... that is the most unpleasant thing to interact with. And it's just right here at the start of this room every time. Yep. I don't have time to do that. Well, I didn't. I kind of took my time. I took too much. Nope, has to be neutral. I sure do love having the puzzle of a room locked behind a really fiddly thing that's just gonna fail me most of the initial attempts, and like, I hit my skill ceiling on it very quickly and never get any better. So that didn't activate him, by the way. Let's assume I'm doing the wrong thing here. Yeah, so this failure rate is just, it's what it is. It's like the beginning of the secret room up there. It's never gonna get any better, apparently. I have no means to improve. If I have no way to do it, it's not gonna happen. So... when do I have a dash? I mostly don't. Can I do like a half super? Let's try that and see what happens. So I'm gonna err much farther right because when I die it's because I'm too far left. I'm not doing... that's not how you do a half super. I've trained myself for the other thing. That was a full super. So I want to fall down a little bit after this. And don't press the jump button. That's hard to convince my fingers to try to do. Okay, that's what it looks like. I don't really like it much. Nope, 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 fingers. That's not what we're doing right now. No, that ice is there to tell me to neutral. Let's try a very truncated wave dash and see if that works after a neutral. That was no wave dash at all. I don't think I can truncate enough not to hit my head, though. Can I? I don't think I can, but I haven't fully tested it yet. Oh. Ultra. That's an ultra. That is an ultra. Initiated, but okay. Okay, it's a complicated ultra. I just parsed it. There we go. That's what I do. Okay, it's an ultra. Got it. See, those I actually enjoy pulling off. I need to duck on the output of it, and then do another dash somewhere? Okay, my angle wasn't quite right. I'm still not managing to actually duck. But I need to input another dash so that Kevin gets bopped. And I'm not quite sure what happens after that. I'm still not managing to hold my duck direction. Like, when I'm doing that, I'm kind of trained not to. Right, I held it, but my position wasn't right. That was not a... that was nothing. Okay. At least I'm pretty sure I'm trying to do the right thing now. I'm not pulling it off, but I'm trying. I'm trying. Okay, I slid. There's another dash needs to happen at some point in there. I really hope this is the only level of its kind, because this is just, like, the most unpleasant feeling to be in here. It's not, though. Well, see, it's complicated. Every level that's disagreed with me in this entire compilation has given me a unique unpleasant feeling. This one has its own flavor. So that thing crumbles pretty quick. I'm trying to input... Okay, what am I trying to input here? Let's stop and figure that out. Everything is automatic right up until that wall bounce. I need to be in the air, input wave dash into ultra, keep holding down right, as soon as I hit the ground, dash. Keep holding down right the entire time. As soon as you hit the ground, dash, hold down right the entire time. As soon as you hit the ground, dash, hold down right the entire time. Like that. That's what I wanted to do. Okay. I convinced myself to do it. Where that springboard took me, I think I wanted a down left dash into a reverse hyper on that little platform. Okay, I did parts of that. It wasn't the whole thing, but it was part of it. Okay. Like that. Alright. Then just get back to the flower. Okay, so once I did that part, it became a lot more straightforward. Okay, I'm here. I was there for a moment. I need a little more height than that, so... Well, okay, so my transition out of there needs a lot of work. Let's learn what's going on here first. Since I can sort of separate these two, they don't have to be done together until I'm ready to do the entire room. You want me to time things ridiculously. So I can kind of stall here for a moment, except somehow there was something that killed me there. What was there? Oh, spikes that are the same color as the sky on the bottom of the... Of course. Of course! So that's why that has to move. The invisible spikes there will kill me. So, alright, so I want a left dash through that super tight gap. I could make it one of those, if I wanted. A little bit more headroom. That's not strictly necessary, but I could do it. After that, I won't have a dash. You'll be coming out too quick for me to do much of anything about it. Will I bounce high enough to hit that crystal somehow? Maybe? And then I don't know what's going on with like this other stuff around here. Once Kevin moves, the layout's gonna change and the space just won't work the same as it did before. Alright, so it doesn't take that much to get to him. I do bounce high enough to hit that. Then I dash upward. Okay. Well, this seems like the simpler part of the room. You stopped there, and that looks like a problem, except not necessarily. Am I supposed to put you back in your cage? Yeah, because I can't go here. That's solid. Okay, so let's input that even though I can't, like, actually finish it since I haven't rung all the doorbells yet. So that's approximately what that would look like. Okay. Alright, that part is not so hard to tack onto the start now that I know what I'm doing with it. That reverse is a little weird to input, just like to be ready to do it at that time. It just comes at a very strange part of the sequence. And I do need to aim for it, so ignore what Kevin's doing, just trust that I'll hit him at the appropriate time. Or his springboard, rather. Ah. Okay, now that I've seen the rest of the room, this is much less unpleasant. I gotta tighten up that ultra. Like, that's why I'm... That's the part of those that I'm not great at. Like, I'm just too slow with my second dash. It just comes so quick after the first one. Right now, keep holding down right, do the dash. Do the reverse. Right, now wait a little bit. Just ignore Kevin. Just aim for the thing. Okay, I ignored Kevin, I aimed for the thing. I'm here, I'm doing this thing. Those are moving. My next move is to jump to— ah! Oh, I love it. That's great. Okay. That's legitimately pretty funny. It's right on my head. So rude, but like the best kind of rude. Alright, that was fun. I'm pressing jump. That's not a place to jump, that's a place to dash. No, aim. Ignore Kevin. He'll be there when you need him. Just don't look at him. He has his job, do yours. Ignore his. Nope. Doing my job. Okay, you can do the other part of your job too. Whoops. Alright, the room won me over. I'm happy with this room now. And what it took was killing me in a funny way, apparently. Whoops, I forgot to dash. I forgot to dash. Who does an ultra only to dash straight forward when on the ground? It's so unnatural. And yet it has to happen here, and that's why it's set up the way it is. Like, it's an extra challenge. Just a regular ultra isn't enough of a thing anymore. Okay. Quick. Okay, I have to fast fall there, because, like, I don't have my dash. I need to put my feet on the ground to get it back, right? Hold on. The situation is... I've just used that to dash upward. I see one visible red spike on top of Kevin. I'm gonna assume his entire top of his head is full of spikes I can't touch. I'll try fast falling and jumping quickly, I guess. Whoa, nope. Yep. I did the unnatural thing. Oops. See, now, like that, aiming for that is, a thing that's not free at all. Oops, no. Well, you know what? No, I can't really practice any more of that part. Like, I've input as much practice as I can on the top section on its own. I have to put the sections together to do the rest. Ah! Unnatural. Yeah. Whoops. The top of your head is retracted spikes. I saw that. But nothing happens if I don't ring the doorbell, so I do need to do that. Why top of head not spiky, though? I can't bop him to come upward, that's bad for me. Like, okay, so what's gonna happen here? Like, ultimately, where am I going with this? I don't know what it looks like underneath him. Hold on, let's find out what it looks like underneath him. So I can't go that way. That's for going the other direction. Right, okay, so I'm going to... Wait another moment here. I get on the ground, I bop him. Flower, dash up, dash left, either dash down or just fall. I'll put my feet on that thing and break it. Then I dash down and bop him and drift slightly left, dash down. What the? No, okay. So after that bop, I drift left to the point where I can reverse wave dash on the little platform. That looks really tight, but maybe plausible. Into a bunny hop, I guess? That's somehow gonna line up perfectly with all those thorns. He'll be out of the way by that point, going upward. Then I need to turn that bunny hop into... Okay, so what's under him right now? I need to turn that bunny hop into a wave dash on that, then a second reverse wave dash on this, I guess. And that should be enough to get me over to one of those places. I feel like I'm naturally going to land at the lower one. Then the upper one is where the strawberry is, maybe. Because I think the lower one's easier to get to. Okay. That's my guess. This is a lot. At least there's not really any climbing involved. So that finger of mine could take a rest. Whoops! And that was an extra dash in no productive direction. Alright, that part has become a lot easier now. Good. Aiming for that never becomes any easier. Ah, my hair. Whoops. I didn't press the jump button. Nope, wrong way. Hey, I was holding down. I was pretty sure. Game didn't think so, though. Aiming. There, like that. My timing was wrong, or my wave dash was bad and I didn't get my thing back. Okay. Well, I did it. I wasn't ready to have done it, but I did it. Okay. New record. Oh, that's a problem I can have, apparently. The dash thing again. Or the hair thing. The height thing. Okay. No, there aren't enough problems in this room. Just pile on some more. Ah. Nope, that's not an ultra. It doesn't look like one, but I'm used to doing one coming out of that flower. Why is that so hard to aim for? Well, because I'm moving at super speed? How can I get better at aiming for that? I don't know, focus on it some more? Okay, I focused. I missed something earlier because of that, though. I focused. Didn't help. Nope. I'm here. Dashing left. I'm dying. Because dashing left takes me too far. So don't edge right. Or that was right. That was left. No, ah! What's the direction? I don't know. You have to jump if you want to do a wave dash. You can't just dash at the ground. No, that's too high. Uh-huh. Yeah. So I have to edge right there? Because, like, I am just hitting the wall and there's nothing I can really do about it, except maybe edge right a little earlier. Alright, so edge right. Pile on another task. Don't have enough. Well, didn't win that race, apparently. It never looks like I'm going to. I don't understand how I ever win it, but somehow it's happened a couple of times. No. I pressed the jump button and I was trying to figure out how I jumped off of something. I jumped off that one way with the spikes on it. Not what I meant to do. But I was trying to figure out how an extra jump press was gonna be able to mess me up. Like, how do you... I have to do it on the way up, I guess, is the story. Down. Right. See, that's what happens if I try to go fast. Right, yes, this is the level of having thorns brushing you on all sides. Gotta have your skin gently pricked. It's the only way to not have it roughly pricked. You're losing skin no matter what, just... If you do it just right, it'll only be the surface layer. Good luck figuring out how to do that. And I wasn't fast enough. Great. Wasn't fast enough. Like, I'm doing everything I can to be fast there, except there must be something else because I'm not being fast enough somehow. What the... I'm kind of curious if it was even part of the author's goal here to give the player a good time. Not everybody has that goal, I understand. I prefer levels that have that goal. This one, I can't tell if it does. Like if it's trying and not landing for me, or if it's just trying to do something else entirely. Am I having the experience the author wants me to have here? And if so, why is that your desire? Alright, I edged... I didn't edge enough. I guess I have to edge farther right. How am I supposed to be fast enough with that? Like, what lever can I pull to change that situation? I can change my height slightly. I can be higher or lower when I dash up. Is it better to let my dash naturally end and take me back down, or to bump my head to interrupt my upward movement? I'd be higher if I bumped my head, but I'd move down faster. If I'm lower, I take longer in the air, but I'm also lower, so I'm closer to the ground. Which of those two things is more beneficial? Let's try to be as high as possible and see if bumping my head is the way to go. I just cannot tell from the situation which of those two things would be more beneficial. Either one could be. Aiming. Aiming. Doing any action at all. I did not control my height at all. I lived, but then I didn't, because I wasn't high enough there. Okay. I suppose it should be noted that I... Why did I die? I think I did an extra dash, actually. I had something to note. I don't know what it was anymore. I only have a little bit of control over my height in that one spot where I'm trying to control it. How do I aim that? Like, what do I do to make myself go to the right spot? Okay, so I didn't really control my height, but I can't... Okay, so something's wrong in that spot. I can't just dash left. Like, I'm always going to hit one side of the spikes or the other. If I drift farther right, I'm going to hit that wall. If I dash, I will just... I'm guaranteed to hit those thorns on the left. Therefore, something's wrong. After the flower, I have another dash which I'm using on dashing to the left. Is it really just that tight? Like, if I dash left and then hold right. And then I gotta be ready for the follow-up action. The follow-up action is jump, dash down, hold left. I assume dashing down into Kevin's head refills my dash. Somehow pull off a reverse wave dash with that oppressive thing over your head. Into bunny hop, reverse wave dash into bunny hop. Into, that's going to be an extended hyper. Into reverse wave dash. Good luck. Okay, so if I'm erring too late on that, like 4 times out of 5, just aim a little earlier. Yeah, just do that. Sure, easiest adjustment to make in the world. I can totally convince myself on the spot to remember and do that. Like, so there is a very specific horizontal position that I naturally land after that. Because of the Kevin Bop, I am on the right side of that flower that I'm eating up there. Or the left side. On the left side of that flower I'm eating up there. But that is far too far left. It guarantees death after I do the dash to the left. Nothing I have yet discovered allows me not to die there. I just have to assume that a position far enough right exists that will allow me to survive that exchange. But then this thing gets in the way. Alright, so if I'm not bumping my head, then I should try to be lower. That's something I can control. So just wait a tiny bit more after, not that much more, but a tiny bit more after eating that crystal. No, I'm not waiting. What the... Why am I here? Okay, so that does not refill me, however... Let's just do a regular bunny hop here. Into forward wave dash. Okay, so regular bunny hop. I do put my feet on the ground. Okay, so everything worked somehow? Alright, so the problem was not my position. Some other variable determines, like, how far left I drift coming out of that dash. Am I just... Was I actually holding left when I hit the thorns there? That's plausible. Alright, so I misread. The situation was different from that. If I don't have to adjust my horizontal position at all after the rightward Kevin Bop, that's a more reasonable number of variables to juggle. Okay. I don't know why that works that way. Okay. But it does. Still hate that part. Let's once again try to adjust so that it can be made more consistent. Yes, okay, so waiting makes a huge difference there. Great, okay. 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 This is all fine. I worked out my problems. Oops, yeah. So I have a good fix for that, actually. Just wait a bit longer, and it's reasonable. Okay. Just be ready to bunny hop? Like, I'm never ready to bunny hop. That's just... That's a state that I just am not naturally in. After that, it's a forward wave dash, and then a reverse one. Yep. Yep. Well, my aim didn't quite work the way I wanted it to. I'm not sure why not, but I hit one of the many extremely tightly spaced hurdles. Oops, way too early. Lived anyway, that's fine. Okay. Okay, I didn't dash early enough. It's earlier than that. That's fine. Okay. Nice aim. Oops, got away with it. Okay. Well, that was a pretty bad wave dash. In that it wasn't one. New record. Yep. Ah, still not a wave dash. What am I doing wrong there? I'm not actually sure. I'd say I was too high, but like I have a time limit before I have to initiate the thing. There's a thorn headed straight for my head. Okay, all of that became fairly reasonable. There we go. Okay, well I didn't do that part, but new record still. Okay. This room actually had the ability to solve the problems in it. Okay, so this is the heart. Okay, well that's the heart. Hey, that's already the end of the level. Great, okay. Cool. However, down here is, I guess, the one and only strawberry that exists, and it's in seed form. Okay. Alright, next time the strawberry and... shortcut to the heart. Great, that's good to know. Alright, I'll see you next time for this.